Hey everybody, welcome back to Nurse Love Addiction. Last time we got an answer to the question of who stabbed us. Turns out it was Sakuya's twin sister, Kyoko, which is kind of a little frustrating because she just kind of got introduced as a character and we didn't really know about the existence of Sakuya even having a twin till just a little while ago, and to kind of be like, oh yeah, she's the one who stabbed you, by the way. It just feels like she should have been introduced a little sooner if she was going to play such an important role this far down the line. But now, I am actually very curious in knowing who healed us, because clearly no one knew we were stabbed except for maybe now, but even she doesn't seem to know. But she's also been hiding stuff from us lately, so I don't know how much she's telling and how much she's keeping to herself. But my bets are it's O'Hara who healed us, and she's the one who found us and called now. And unless this game decides to introduce another major player who would have healed us, it's got to be one of our four main other characters, and the most likely one, in my opinion, is O'Hara. We also spilled the beans to Sakuya, and now she knows everything that Itsuki told us about all of us knowing each other and now keeping it a secret. And, she wasn't too happy about that, but I think we reached an understanding. Though we're all going to keep it from now, because apparently that's a smart thing to do. I don't know if it's a smart thing to do. But, we will see how long that secret is kept. Something tells me it's not going to last very long. Now stares at me blankly, but then she proves once again what a great sister she is. Now responds to me with compassion. But in order to explain this to her, I'll have to tell her everything. I'll have to tell her what I know. And that wouldn't only be about Sakuya. And if I talk about that, I'll be stepping into territory which now has been hiding from me. I wonder if it's okay to do that. I resolve myself and take a deep breath. We talk until deep into the night. The next day, Sakuya has to go back home, so she's only attending the morning classes. Because of her recent absence, I heard she has to take supplementary classes on Saturdays and Sundays too, every week. Miss Itsuki has come to school as usual. I told her I wanted to ask her during lunch break about what happened. Miss Itsuki is the one to open up the conversation, but now comes in to interrupt her. Why do I feel like now is just gonna berate Itsuki about opening her big mouth to it? Well, Itsuki doesn't have a big mouth. In fact, it wouldn't hurt for her to have a bit of a bigger mouth. But I bet you now is gonna just totally get on her case about telling us what she told us.
なんでおさち元お姉ちゃんに話しちゃったでしょいろいろ言わないって約束だったのに
talking to Now about everything yesterday was definitely a big deal, but she told me that she already had a faint intuition that Miss Itsuki had told me about the past. Well, I'm really bad at hiding things from her after all. According to Nao's story, when I was little, I was put into the Haizawa Pediatrics Research Center after being diagnosed with a disease that was going to be very difficult to treat. But actually, this disease was made up by the clinic, or by the research facility rather. The reality was just as Miss Itsuki had told me. Now also told me that it was true that on open campus day, she asked Sakuya and Miss Itsuki to act as if they were meeting me for the first time. After talking everything through, Now apologized for having lied to me. I'm surprised by the extreme seriousness of Nao's apology. Of course I forgive her, but the seriousness in Nao's tone seems strange to me.
そんな怒りっぽく思われてるのかな、私。
It seems like she thinks she has to get down on all fours and beg for my forgiveness. But it's not like I was going to be angry about it at all. Now is glaring sharply at Miss Itsuki, but Miss Itsuki lightly laughs it off.
いやー、私嘘つくの苦手でさ。心苦しくて心苦しくて。
Liar! That in itself is a lie.
いつきさんって。
Now starts saying something, but
なんでもない。それより大事なお話しよう。ね、お姉ちゃん。
oh wait, I don't know if we should tell. I mean, I want to tell Itsuki this because it's important for Sakuya's sake, but Itsuki gets really weirded out about the ghost stories, so this might not be a great idea.
うん、そうだね。でさ、いつきさん、今日の本題。ああ、あったた、くそ、まだ痛むな。
Miss Itsuki grimaces painfully as she turns her head to look at me. It still hurts?
で、何？まず昨日なんでカラオケ屋さんに来なかったの？連絡も取れなかったし。ああ、それ監禁されてた。監禁？それって京子の？やっぱそっちにも行ってたか。そうだよ。スタンガンでね。首の後ろバチバチってやられて。
Why are you
いつの間にあんなもん手に入れたんだか。
Why are you acting so cool about this? Like it's a regular occurrence that Kyoko just possesses Sakuya and, you know, stuns you in the back of the neck with a stun gun. As I thought, the reason behind yesterday's trouble had been Kyoko, and Miss Itsuki also knows about it. She knows about this Kyoko who seems to live inside Sakuya.
聞かせて。京子のこと。亡くなってるんだよね。ああ、そうだな。もともと昨日話そうと思ってたとこだったし、ちょうどいいや。昼休み中に終わらなかったら、続きはウェブで。ねえからウェブ。
Asuka, she means the internet.
お姉ちゃん、言葉遣い。一番大事なこと、最初に言っとくよ。京子は昨夜のことが好きだったんだ。
Okay, because if we can't have real incest between Asuka and Now, we have to have real incest somewhere else, right? So why not have it be Kyoko and Sakuya?
うん。なんとなくそんな気はしてた。
I mean, she did stab us after Sakuya kissed us, so it's not too crazy of a leap.
姉妹でか。
Now. Come on. Well, actually, I guess Now would be concerned because she knows that her and Asuka aren't really sisters. Or they're not related by blood, at least. I can see a mix of different expressions on Now's face. Maybe because of everything we talked about last night.
昨夜、もしかして京子さんの霊に取りつかれてる？霊が取りつく？おい、階段か？私を怖がらそうって言うなら。
Wait, what do you mean, Itsuki, if that's not what is
違う
going
違う、
on?
そうじゃなくて。あと、そうか。まあでもなんていうか似たようなもんかもしれないな。
Now and I exchange glances at Miss Itsuki's vague words.
昨夜の中に京子の意識がいる。それは事実だ。昨夜がさ、幼い頃手術を受けてるって話って知ってる？私は昨夜からちらっと。それ、京子から臓器提供を受けてるんだ。施設が火事になった時の一件でね。
Both Now and I are lost for words.
それが。まあ黙って聞いてるよ。火事の中で昨夜は重傷、京子は死亡。昨夜は落ちてきた建材が腹に刺さって臓器をひどく損傷してて、助かるには臓器移植しかなかった。で、見ればおあつらい向きに臓器提供にはうってつけの親族の体がそこに転がってました。で、昨夜は助かった。なあ、人の意識、魂ってどこに宿ってると思う？魂？頭とか。何の根拠もないだろそれ。昨夜の中にいる京子の魂は京子の臓器に宿ってるもんだ。本人がそう言ってるから、とりあえず私は信じてる。調べたところ似たような話がないでもないみたいだし。臓器に宿った魂、信じられない。でもナオも聞いたことある、同じ話。ナオちゃんが言うなら信じてもいいかな。おい、別にいいけど。何にしろ問題はここからだ。京子はたまに表に出てくることはあってもおとなしいもんだった。昨夜の生活を邪魔したくないって。私もそれに協力してて、京子が出てくるのは私と話し合って決めた時だけ。だいたい月1回くらい。
Yeah, but why wouldn't Kyoko give Itsuki any problems, considering Itsuki and Sakuya have been dating for so long?
京子も納得してたはずだった。はず。そうじゃなくなってたんだね。ああ、デート看護に入って。私と？そうさ。たく、なんで昨夜も抜け子も看護学校に入るなんて考えたんだか。
Why did I want to go into nursing school? Why did I have the idea to become a nurse? Because of that picture book, The Girl Who Chased Stars. It all started with that scribble that was written on the last page saying, I'm gonna be a nurse. Yes, I wanted to ask about that too today.
あのさ、私覚えてない。ちっちゃい頃、その施設にいたって頃に将来看護師になるって思ったみたいなんだけど、なんでだか知らない？一緒にいたっていういつきさんなら。施設にいた頃に？そう、多分。知らないな。聞いたことない。っていうかさ、あんた。昔のあんたは看護師になりたいなんて思うようなやつじゃなかったよ。バカで自己中でかっこつけの乱暴者で、人の世話するどころか人に迷惑かけてばっかりのムカつくバカガキでさ。ひどい言われようだ。バカって3回も言うし。スーパー事実。看護師になりたいなんて嘘じゃねって感じ。もし もしも万が一事実だとしたら。
Misitsuki keeps silent for a moment.
昨夜なら知ってるかもな。昨夜が？
That night,
おやすみなさい、お姉ちゃん。おやすみ。
I get into bed after exchanging good nights with Now, but I don't feel sleepy at all.
星を追う人。
I open up the picture book and start reading. The picture book with the scribble on the last page, I'm gonna be a nurse. It seems to be a children's book, but the content is pretty hard to grasp. Philosophical and abstract in a
これ
way.
本当に私の持ち物なのかな。
It does have my name, Asuka, written on the front page, so I assume it was. As I'm thinking these things, I flip through the pages and stare at them. Two travelers without names are talking to each other under a starry sky. Hey, do you like looking at stars? Yes, I like it, but I don't do it so often. That's odd. Why not? Whenever I look at the stars, they seem so far away, and it makes me feel sad. I understand, but I think that's normal.
ちょっと。
I raise my voice without thinking. Flustered, I cover my mouth. I look at the pages again and again with a stunned expression. It reminds me of that one time when I went home with Sakuya in the rain.
アスカは星を見るのが好きなの。好きだけどあまり見ないかな。それは不思議ね。どうしてかしら。いや、だって見るとうわー遠いなーって思っちゃって。うん、それはわかるわ。本当？でもそれは普通のことよ。絵本の中と同じ会話してた。
How could that be possible? Coincidence? Could that possibly happen by coincidence? I probably read this book when I was little, so it could be possible that it remained somewhere in the back of my mind, which caused me to respond in the same way. And Sakuya, too.
昨夜も読んでたってこと？うん。
Something in my head seems to click into place. A kid's picture book that's hard to understand. A picture book that someone like me probably would have never liked or read. In that
これって
case,
昨夜のだったり。
I could have never imagined that to be true, but could it? Since I heard from Misitsuki about the past, that we grew up together, I guess there could be a possibility. And if that were the case, my heart suddenly starts racing out of
プレ
excitement.
ゼント？それとも借りっぱなしで返してないとか？うわ、ダメじゃん。だ
Anyway,
としたら昨夜なら知ってるかもしれない。
the reason why I wanted to become a nurse. Sakuya went home today and is spending the night there, but she did say she'd come to school tomorrow. I can't call her at this hour, and texting her about this would be a bit
明
awkward.
日聞いてみよう。眠れないよ。そうはそうは。
I'm in the classroom before class is starting, feeling nervous.
お姉ちゃん？あ、うん、なんでもないよ、なんでも。
I force a smile on my face as Now looks at me suspiciously. I can't keep my attention away from my bag, which is sitting at my feet. That's because the picture book, The Girl Who Chased Stars, is inside. I wonder if Sakuya will be arriving soon.
遅いね。いつきさんはいつもだけど、昨夜さん、だいたいナオたちより先に来てるのに。
Well, who knows if Sakuya is feeling quite herself. Now that we know that Kyoko has the ability to appear from time to
学
time,
校休むのかな。
it wouldn't be that strange. After all, she said that since her mother died last autumn, a lot has been going on in her family. They have to determine how the Takeda family will go on operating in the future. Though I don't have any idea about the circumstances of important families. When suddenly,
メール。いつきさんだ。
I noticed that Miss Itsuki just sent me a message on my smartphone.
いつきさん。なんだろう。
I touched the display of my smartphone and opened the message. Sakuya's collapsed. She's in the hospital. I jump up, kicking my chair back in the process.
どうしたのお姉ちゃん。咲夜が倒れたって。私行かなきゃ。ちょっと待って。ダメだよ、すぐに。
When suddenly,
あ、またメール。
I impatiently open it. It's not a big deal, so you can wait until after school to come see her. Don't even think about skipping classes.
読まれてた。
Even when you're not together, Itsuki knows. She knows. With a heavy heart, I sit back down. Now peeks at the display of my smartphone.
本当だ。こう書いてるなら大丈夫ってことだよ。信じよう、お姉ちゃん。でも。
Am I going to trust Miss Itsuki?
というより。
Yeah. Well, to be fair, Itsuki's kind of earned her way back. Because she has been really honest with us lately, so I feel like we can trust her.
というより。こんなんじゃ授業に集中できない。
Oh, sorry about that. I cut off Nao's words. After school, I hurried to the hospital where Sakuya was taken. It's the first time I've ever been to Sakuya's hometown. I asked for Sakuya's room number at the reception. Soon after, I'm knocking on her door.
はい、どうぞ。
Hearing her voice more energetic than I expected, tears of relief moisten my eyes. Sakuya tries to get upright as she sees my face, but I tell her to stay down.
すまないわね。そうさせてもらうわ。
I expected her to press the issue, but she obediently follows my suggestion.
学校に行く準備をして階段を降りてる途中にね。
She doesn't seem any different than usual to me. She's talking in her usual dignified voice.
足を踏み外して落ちてしまったの。それほど高くはなかったのだけど。
So you missed the step and you stumbled down and bonked your head? Because it's the only way you'd pass out from falling down the stairs. It must have been a hard hit on the head, too.
大丈夫じゃないからね。あ、そっか。
Oh, God. I did not mean to. I got really excited about this line here because that's so typical, classic Sakuya to say.
大丈夫じゃないから入院しているのよ。
So, I got really excited and hit the space bar. I didn't mean to, but at least we know this is Sakuya, not Kyoko we're dealing with. For now.
冗談よ。怪我は大したことはないの。むしろ問題は過労らしいわ。過労。ここのところ実家のことでも忙しかったし、それで遅れる学業を取り戻すのでも忙しかったし、自分では平気なつもりでいたけれど、体はごまかせないわね。階段から落ちるなんて。それで先生にも勧められて1週間ほど入院することになったわ。
A week? Because you fell down and passed out? Like, you would stay for a night or two for tests to be run, not a week. And maybe you'd probably be recommended not to return to school for a week so you can like recover. But damn, you must have good insurance.
1週間も過労だけでと考えると大げさだけれど、話したことがあるでしょ。昔長期入院していたことがあると。
Oh yeah, about that. We might know more about that than you're comfortable with us knowing right
そ
now.
のこともあって念のためにということらしいわ。個室になったのもそれが理由のようね。いつきさんが言ってた臓器移植。
I heard the details only recently though. So that's why she has to stay for a whole week? It must be rough, I think to myself. The issue of her body, getting behind on classes, and all the other family
そ
issues.
っか。でも大丈夫だよ、昨夜ならすぐ授業も追いついて。いいえ、留年することにしたわ。
Well, that might actually be the smart choice. I heard what Sakuya just said, but it doesn't immediately register. I'm frozen into place.
来年私はもう一度2年生をするの。ちょっと待って、そんな。なぜアスカが取り乱すの？もう決めたことよ。来年になればさすがに実家も落ち着いているだろうし、授業のことで先生方に迷惑をかけることもないし、これが一番現実的で良い選択だと思うわ。
It's probably the healthiest choice too, considering all the stress. Just gonna throw that out there. It sounds logical. What Sakuya is saying does make perfect sense.
少し時間が欲しかったところだし、ほら、日記を持ってきているの。
Oh no, are you gonna read it?
あ、お母さんの？ええ、読むことにしたの。ゆっくりとね。それに、それだけじゃなくて。
I tilt my head as Sakuya breaks off her sentence in a bit of a curious spot.
なんでもないわ。そうね。休学はいつきも賛成してくれているの。いつきさんも？正直、授業の遅れを埋められないでいたから、それを知っているのよ、いつきは。そうなんだ。うん。だから、これでいいのよ。そうだね。ずっと大変そうだったし。2年の勉強難しいもんね。うん、無理しないのがいいと思う。私も賛成。
Oh, that's nice. I'm glad we support Sakuya and her decision. To me, it makes absolute sense. Repeat the year. Too much stress. And it's not like money's an issue when you come from a family like Sakuya's, so you're just best taking it easy for a little bit.
言葉と裏腹の顔よ、アスカ。
Well, we'll miss you. I mean, and Sakuya was the one who said, like, we were all in this together, and so that's a little, that makes me a little sad.
残念に思ってくれるのなら少し嬉しいわ。
I nod.
昨夜と一緒に看護師になれたらいいなって思ってたから。あ、ごめんね、勝手なこと。いいえ、構わないわ。
Sakuya keeps silent after saying this, in a way that it seems like she's trying to endure some
昨
pain.
夜にそんな顔させたくない。
I cannot keep silent like this. Oh no! What? This feels like this is a really important decision. Okay. I mean, this could be really innocuous, right? I mean, why can't I? Oh, I clicked the load. Excuse me. So this seems like this could be really innocuous and a really innocuous decision because, like, if we say maybe I should repeat a year or two, Sakuya could talk us out of it, and that's what I assume would happen. But if we say something like, so I'm going to be your senior, I mean, both these are kind of, well, no, this one, the so I'm going to be your senior, I imagine kind of be like joking, like teasing, making light of the situation. Man, I think this is the right choice though. I don't know if how much this is going to impact whether we get a good end or not. But I think I'm going to go with so I'm going to be your senior because we've gotten to the point where we kind of jab each other lightly and it's okay. I think I have a feeling if we said maybe I should repeat a year or two, Sakuya would be upset and she would scold us and just be like, no, don't pity me. You're actually doing well for once, right? So I'm going to go with so I'm going to be your senior and hopefully it doesn't impact our future in a negative way. I do my best to hold back my emotions as I speak.
そっか。じゃあ私が昨夜の先輩看護師になるってことだね。帝都看護を卒業したら。そうね。
Okay, it seems like that was an okay decision to make.
その時は先輩の私が後輩の昨夜ドーンとリードしてあげるよ。
I know it's not really my character to say something like this, though. Oh well. I wait for Sakuya's reply, expecting a sarcastic put-down of some sort. Oh, I was expecting a sarcastic put-down too, but like in a adorable, well, like a caring way. Sakuya says this as she gently smiles at me. I'm slightly taken aback that she took it seriously, because this means that I'll really need to become the kind of nurse that she can count on. Sakuya smiles as she observes my internal struggle. Then a mischievous grin forms on her lips as she speaks.
でも、アスカがこれから学業不振で2年留年して、結局私が1年先輩になるって可能性の方が高いかもしれないわね。
Alright, that's the Sakuya we all know and love. I mean, you never know. Asuka, you've been lucky. Well, I don't want to say you've been lucky so far. We've been working hard. I feel a little shocked. But, oh well, it seemed to have brightened up Sakuya's expression and the atmosphere in the room. So, I'll let it slide. And then... There's one other reason why I've come visiting her today. I nudge my bag, which is lying at my feet. Sakuya looks at me dubiously.
何かしら、アスカ。はい、じゃじゃん。
I pull the picture book out of my bag, The Girl Who Chased Stars.
それ、前に話したことあったよね。私が帝都看護に入った理由。絵本の最後のページにしてあった落書きのこと。これがその絵本なの。で、これさ、もともとは昨夜のじゃないかな。
I look right into her eyes as I say this. Sakuya stares right back at me.
もしかしたら私。
Sakuya's eyes seem to be looking both at me and the picture book in my hands.
私、昨夜のために看護師に。ごめんなさい、知らないわ。
Well, maybe Sakuya doesn't know about that, but I think at this point it's safe to say that's why Asuka became a nurse. Because we had that dream where she dreams about saying how she was going to protect Sakuya. So we know that's the reason at this point. But whether Sakuya knows about it or not, or whether that picture book is hers or not, well, that's to be debated.
古いもののようだから確かに施設にいた頃のものかもしれないけれど、 私は見たことがないわね。そうなの？でも待って、帰って、アスカ。お見舞いに来てくれてありがとう。
Ooh, how cold. We were like starting to warm up to each other and now you're shooing us away.
でも学校もあるのだからもう来なくていいわ。ちょっと待って、サクヤ。いいから帰って。そしてもう来ないで。サクヤ？
It's as if she's trying to chase me away. Or no, that's exactly what she's doing. I leave the room and enter the hallway, feeling all alone.
わけわかんない。怒らせた？でもなんで？
I don't
も
understand.
う来るなって。確かに学校はあるけど。
I look up at the ceiling inside the hallway.
そんなこと言われてもどうしよう。
Oh no. No, this looks like a choice that's actually gonna
セー
impact
ブしました。
what our ending's gonna be. I'll go every day. Cause she could be just saying that she doesn't want to see us and that we should just leave her alone, but she really wants us to keep coming back. Or maybe I'll go like every 3 days, which then would be kind of us taking her word, but still doing what we want, which is to see her. I feel like going every day is gonna really piss her off. But maybe if we go like every 3 days, she'll have time to cool down, and she might be less mad about us coming back. I think that's the right choice. So that's what I'm gonna go with. I think if we go every day, she's just gonna get more pissed off at us. And I don't think things are gonna end well for us. But if we just go like twice during the week, it should be okay, right? Right? I'm thinking she might have already forgiven me. But then as I show up again after the 3rd day, Sakuya smiles at me
勉
joyfully.
強から逃げるために見舞いに来ているんだとしたら大迷惑よ。
Oh, please. We'd escape from our studies regardless. There's a sharp tone to her words, but that's not why I'm coming here.
してるよ、勉強もちゃんと。本当かしら。ここでだってできるし、静かでいい環境だよね。うんうん。
So, that's why I've started bringing my study materials to Sakuya's room to get some studying done during my visits.
まったくしょうがないアスカね。
So in the end, even though she thinks I'm hopeless, Sakuya has started accepting my visits. And then, another day.
じゃじゃーん。来たよ、サクヤ。
Uh-oh.
想像しいわね。静かに。子供じゃないのだから分別をつけなさい。はい。
I've only entered the room 3 seconds ago and she's already scolding me. I could cry.
気を取り直して。あー、サクヤ。今日はお土産持ってきてるんだ。お土産？うん、そう。病院来る途中、美味しそうなケーキ屋さんがあってさ。サクヤがどんなケーキ好きかわかんなかったから、適当に選んだけど。
Saying this, I present her with a stylish-looking cake box. I bought a green tea mousse cake for myself and for Sakuya. Oh, really? We are gonna decide what cake we bought her? There's no way this could possibly impact our future, right? Or maybe it does. turns out we get her a cake she doesn't like, and then then our chances of ending up with her just get diminished because of a cake. I could see it happening. I don't know if she likes bitter flavors or more sweet cakes. I mean, personally, I'd prefer a bitter chocolate cake. But I feel like Sakuya might like the shortcake. But then if she thinks we're treating her like a child, she might not be into sweet things. Because it's generally a younger person's taste. Or we pretend it is. Well, at least in the States. I don't know what it's like in Japan. But I assume it's probably similar. Okay, well, I'm gonna go with the shortcake and cross my fingers and hope this doesn't get me a bad end because, you know, you never know. Uh-oh. Was that the wrong cake? Sakuya is staring at the cake and at the several fluffy pieces of marshmallow in it. A few words escape her lips. Uh-oh. Is she crying? Oh no. I think she just reverted back to her childhood or something. Sakuya realizes the cute way she just said that, and her cheeks start blushing fire red. Uh-oh. But now she's mad. She glares at me with the terrifying gaze. It's so scary. Oh man, Sakuya, you really are a child. Still blushing, Sakuya looks away from me and once again faces the marshmallow cake. The marshmallows on the cake, they make it look like it came right out of a fairy tale. It's the kind of shortcake that children usually love. See? I called it. Sakuya listens closely to my vague explanation and then... Alright, we made it past the cake scare. She whispers it softly. Oh, well, I'm glad she liked it. It was a gamble. So, maybe it's because I'm already coming every day, but neither Miss Itsuki nor Now have been visiting that often, merely sending her a message now and then to ask her how she's doing. Wait, I thought we agreed to come every few days. Or is Sakuya's stay in the hospital been extended and now we're showing up every day? I don't understand, but that was not the choice I made, originally at least. Also, a servant of the Takeda family sometimes shows up to bring her some things. It's always the same person, so I've got to know her. While Sakuya has been in the hospital, most of the time she's either been reading her mother's diary or listening to music on her MP3 player. I've been wondering why she doesn't let it play out loud, because she's got a private room anyway. Oh, that's cute. Sakuya's looking out for us. That's apparently the reason why she isn't playing it out loud. It's kind of shocking. So, like this, I've started feeling quite at home in Sakuya's hospital room. One day, I'm in her hospital room as usual. It's a rainy day. As usual, I'm studying my textbooks. Sakuya is quietly reading her mother's diary. She's not listening to music today. It's almost as if we're having the faint sound of the rain outside as our background music. I listen to the sound of the rain. It's so quiet in the hospital room.
雨か。
Sakuya isn't responding to my mutters.
思い出すな。あいあい傘。
Really, Asuka? That was so just like childish. Like, I'm just gonna say rain a few times to myself and hopefully Sakuya's gonna catch on, and if she doesn't, well then I'm just gonna blurt this out. Even though I know she's concentrating on reading her mother's probably very personal diary that she didn't want her to read in the first place. Which, by the way, how does that have anything to do with what's going on? I need to know. I feel like, I mean, we're gonna find out the reason why her mother didn't want her to read the diary, right?
あれでちょっと距離が縮まったような気がしたんだよね。寮に戻ったら鍵なくてさ。
Asuka, Sakuya is trying to read.
あれは焦ったな。でも鬱陶しいわね。静かに自習していられないの？ごめん、なんか黙ってられなくて。私の言う通りにできないなら追い出すだけよ。黙ってます。まったく。
Having shown her disapproval of my foolishness, she returns to her diary. I look at the profile of her face as she's reading.
綺麗だな。
When I think about it, ever since meeting her, I've always been fascinated by her beauty.
見てよ、咲夜の顔。
She might scold me again if she notices,
そ
though.
っくりな双子。京子と並んでるところ、絵になっただろうな。
Oh, why'd you have to bring up Kyoko? Thinking these things, I continue appreciating the sight of her face's profile, when suddenly...
え？
Sakuya flips through the pages of the diary and frowns.
どうしたの？咲夜？ページが破れてるわ。
Surprised, I approach Sakuya's bedside. I look at the diary, which is opened up in Sakuya's lap.
本当だ。
Some pages have been ripped out of the diary. They were ripped out cleanly and
それ
completely.
も何ページも。10。いえ、それ以上かしら。何日分くらい？必ず毎日書いていたわけじゃないようだからわからないけれど、半月、長くて一月分くらいかしらね。そんなに？どういうことなんだろう。そう。
Sakuya keeps on staring intently at the spot where the pages had been ripped out.
咲夜？
She isn't responding to me. She seems to be deeply caught up in some
何
thought.
か気になることあるのかな。
When
まあないものは仕方ないわ。続きを読むしかなさそうね。そうだね。アスカは実習に戻りなさい。こっちを見るなとまでは言わないけれど、ほどほどにすることよ。
she knew the whole time, and guess what? It sounds like she kinda likes it.
バレてた。そんな素振り全然なかったのに。当然よ。私を誰だと思っているの？世界一美人な武田咲夜さんです。
Oh, that's sweet.
それはありがとう。
It's so adorable to see her blushing like that.
好きだな。
That's what's going through my mind right now. But if I were to tell her that at this time, it would sound as if I'm only attracted by her looks, so I don't say it. Though it's true that I really did fall in love with her looks. She knows I'm looking at her. I feel as if she knows exactly what's going on inside
平
me.
常心、平常心。もう
well, these things happen.
アスカアスカはい教科書に集中してた。それはいいけれどもう夜よ。帰った方がいいわ。ああ、ほんとだ。
I look outside the window.
面会時間も終わりだね。うん、帰るよ。ちょっと。
I put my books back into my bag and get ready to leave.
じゃあまた明日。無理に来なくていいのに。聞こえない。
I laugh as I say this and turn towards the door.
待って、アスカ。何？
I face Sakuya again as she calls out to stop me.
そういえばこれいつきに渡してもらえる？
Sakuya hands me a
そ
key.
れって寮の部屋の鍵よ。いつきからなくしてしまったから合鍵を作りたいと連絡をもらっていたの。学校で会った時にでも渡しておいてもらえる？実家通いだからっていい加減なんだから。うん、いいけど。急ぎではないけれどよろしくね。はい。確かに。
Sakuya hands me the key.
忘れずに頼むわ。しっかりね。それじゃ。
Sakuya's words, or rather, the way she said them, caught my attention.
さくや、お大事に。
I leave the room on a bright note. Whew. That was eventful. And this is, I think, where we'll stop for this one, because I kept waiting for Kyoko to show up. I don't know how she didn't show up with us visiting Sakuya apparently every day, even though that wasn't what we decided to do. But considering we were visiting her that much, I'm a little drained because I kept expecting Kyoko to turn up and she didn't. At least not that we know of. She might have turned up there at the end because we noticed a little change in how Sakuya told us about getting the key to Itsuki, but then again, I don't know why it would be in Kyoko's agenda to get the key to Itsuki. But I guess we'll find out about all that next time.